All right, make this video real quick here. Pond room is coming along nicely. Starting to put up the light fixtures, run the electrical. Got a couple more outlets or a couple more lights to put up that I forgot about on the inside. There's gonna be 6, actually 7 lights on the outside, but 6 are the main lights, and then the 7th one is just a floodlight just in case I needed it. With the way everything's gonna be wired, I'm gonna have it all drywalled, so I won't have access to this shit later, and it'll be spray foamed, so it'll be hard to pull wires. Yeah, got gutters on this bad boy, so I got these lanterns on all sides over each opening. Got everything wired. Got some 12-3 wire for these here, so one circuit, of course, for the external, one for the internal, so I can switch them on and off. But they're going to be on the same circuit breaker. Yeah, so running all of this, I'm going to get these. I'm using 1x4s for drywall, or to hang the drywall on. And that's because I want to keep as much interior space. I'm laying it flat to the wall itself instead of you going up vertically. These will be 16 on center. I only needed these here so I can mount my plugs and run the electrical. I have to tighten up all these wires, so I'm gonna do everything in the panel and then start tightening it up all the way, you know, to wherever it lands. I am gonna probably need to be taking this part slowly so I can get certain things in place and not rush this, because really it's only one time I'm gonna really get to do this. Because once that spray foam is in, that shit is in. Like, a lot of this stuff will be like cemented in place pretty much. So that'll be the case with that. Some of these cables I gotta tighten up, like that one there. I don't know why that one's falling, but is what it is. But yeah, I got the external plugs put in place. I did external plugs on both sides, right in the middle of the building. I didn't want to do overkill on the external plugs. It does have a USB port on this, but it will be GFCI protected. So the first plug on the circuit will have a GFCI plug. And then that's the floodlight that I got. And then the lanterns here. So I have to go to boxing right now, but I'll get some more stuff done later on. I noticed like these here, I got too many wires, and I'm just gonna upgrade that to a 2-gang box just so I can fit all those wires in. Learning from, you know, all the work that I did in there and then trying to stuff so many wires in there, I was like, listen, I don't want to go through that again, especially in this building here. So I kind of want to quote unquote do things right, or just better, pretty much. What else? I did get some of these gang boxes here. These are deeper plastic ones, new work plastic ones, but I don't know if I'm gonna use these. I may use these. We'll see. I do have some 2-gang. I have one 2-gang box that I got, but then what I worry about is these are good because they're deeper. These are deeper, but I don't know. I might use these. I gotta wire them up and see how it all works. Yeah, so I have to replace 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, it should be the 3rd. Yeah, it should be the other one. No, I may not need to replace this. This only has 6 wires total. You know, each one of those Romex connectors has 3 conductors in a sense, or, you know, 1 hot, neutral, and a ground. So that's 6 wires in there. And that's sometimes a little bit harder to put to fit when you have, depending on the plug you use. That's another thing. I gotta count the amount of plugs, regular plugs versus regular plugs versus USB ports. Don't need USB ports up there. We'll need USB ports down there. So yeah, this here is where all the switching is going to happen. So all my switch legs and everything will come here and feed into this. And then this is just a nice to have plug. And then this right here, this plug is for the iPad. So making sure that'll be a USB plug as well. Here on this wall, I got 1, 2, 3 plugs, 4 plugs is behind all this, of course. And then got the plug on the outside of this. This is all my mounting for the electrical box. I could have ran it all the way across. I also forgot why I put wood behind there. I think I needed that offset. And I also want a stronger connection. That is treated lumber, of course, to be out here. Got to wire this bad boy up. So I got my cable in here, and I'm just going to start tightening it up from this side to make sure I have enough to run everything around and run it nicely. And then I have all the breakers that I'm going to be using. So 20 amp for fountains, 20 amp for fountains, a 30 amp for AC unit, and then these 20 tandem circuits for what's it called? For just regular lighting and everything else like that. Honestly, with everything that's going on and what I'm seeing, I could run damn near this whole building off of 20 amps for all the internal lighting and stuff like that. But I want to make sure I have enough power. Got everything set up so we can run the power from the house. So that'll be done by an electric company. I'll get them to do that, like true electricians and all, just because I have a septic line going this way for not a septic line, but the what do they call that, the drain field for my green field, all the way out there. You kind of see the spot there. I think I mentioned that in another video. Anyways, and then for now, for my testing, once I'm ready and I have things in place, I'll start using this this extension cable as pretty much my power source for the whole building itself. But that's it. I got to get going. Appreciate you guys as always. That's a little bit of an update, and hopefully I'll get this finished. I'll probably finish it this weekend in terms of all the electrical that I can do for now, and then I got to do framing, and then I can do the rest of the last electrical will be done for like the internal lights. That'll be done when I get all the framing up, because there's stuff that I don't want to run the lights because I have cross beams and stuff. So I want to see what's going to be available to me once everything is 16 on center for all these pieces of wood here for the drywall. But even before that, I need to get the glass in here and get that done. So the funding for that has been acquired, and I should be getting the money pretty soon. I need to talk about that too, maybe with Freeman's Journal. A lot of stuff I need to do, but just haven't had a chance to. One, the desire, two, the time, because I'm working on this late nights and everything else like that. Alrighty, talk to y'all later. Peace. Love y'all. Bye.